Welcome to another community conversation. I'm your host, Ian Parkinson, and I have with me today Michelle Sauvé from What Matters to Hatters and Acts of Kindness. Welcome,
Hi.
Michelle.
Thank you for having me.
So, who's your kindness champion this month?
Yeah, so for April, we honored and had hoped to have Medicine Hat Skateboard Association here today. They accepted our nomination, and we nominated them because they do so many great things, not only in our community, but they also do some outreach into Mexico.
Yep.
And so it was just really important to us to share with the community the good news of all the work that they do here and in Mexico.
It's a very young group too. Like they're teenagers or very early 20s.
Yeah, and then there's a few older board members, and when I say older, I mean under 40 probably. So yes, not as old as us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are very socially active in the community. I mean, they just did that reduce menstrual poverty drive.
Yeah. I think it's Fight Menstrual Poverty.
Yeah.
And so people probably know them best for Beat the Heat on July 1st. They've been doing that for many, many years. But also they have skate schools all through the winter and also in the summertime. In the winter, they have a lovely donor who provides a big facility for them to skateboard in.
Wow.
And so this is really a great opportunity for children and youth and young adults that are interested in skateboarding and learning all the technical pieces of it. But, you know, they do things that people don't know about that really don't have much to do with skateboarding.
Yes.
So, for example, they volunteer for the Southeast Alberta Water Alliance, and they clean up Kincooley at least once a year, and they usually have about 50 people come out on Earth Day, which is coming up really soon. They have a huge skate camp out at Eagle's Nest Ranch that they do. It's called Run to the Hills, and kids from Saskatchewan and all over Alberta show up for that. And there's just a small fee to attend, but when I talked to the president of the Skateboard Association, he shared that a lot of what they do is donations from the community, so big kind of quiet donors,
Yeah.
but also their family and friends really help them. And Sam is his name, the president. He said, we do an awful lot of bottle drives. So, yeah.
Well, and it's helping the environment again, right? Recycle, reuse.
Right, yeah. So they're not just out there skateboarding and having a great time. They're giving back to our community by keeping our watershed clean, but also the park where they do a lot of their skateboarding, so down at Kincooley.
I have to admit, I drive by that skate park a lot, and I'm very impressed at how pristine they've kept it. So I suspect that the skateboarders are very active in keeping it, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, the proper appearance.
Right, they're good stewards of
Yeah.
their facility, and I think you know, a few years back there was some sort of a theft of a skateboard that was sort of like a monument.
Yes.
And I think that really was upsetting for the group. And so they take pride in the work that they do as members of the community. And, you know, I think that pride really helps them to become great young adults. So we're really lucky to have them.
It renews my hope in the future of this country.
Mine too, yeah.
As I've seen these young people, some of them are very politically active in much more of a mature attitude than I would normally expect of somebody that young. So yeah, it warms my heart.
Well, and those older board members mentor a lot of these youth, and so I think we can thank them for that.
Yes.
And most of them like to remain behind the scenes, which is fine, but they take on responsibility to take a large group of youth to Mexico every summer, and they go there, not summer, sorry, I'm not sure the time of the year, but they go there and they always build a home. They've been going to Ensenada, Mexico, and they have a connection also there with two Albertans who started a home for children who maybe have had some traumas in their lives. So some of the skateboarders are home building and some are helping out at this home. that was founded by some Albertans. Yeah. And so they're learning a lot of life skills, you know, how to take care of our environment, their skateboarding skills, but they're also learning to be good humanitarians. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what else is going on this month?
Yeah, so we're really excited. We talked, I think, the last time we were here about an event called Sips and Socials Nerd Night we had. So that was way back in February, and it was our first time trying this. We partnered with the library, and we invited nerds to come and hang out with us at a local coffee shop. We were at the station, and it was quite successful. We had well over 30 people attend, and out of that, we had quite a few people who enjoy playing board games. And they said, can we do this again, like next month? And we weren't quite prepared for that, but now we're prepared. So we're actually having a board game night on April 24th from 6 till 9 p.m. Empty Nest, the cafe Empty Nest, has offered to host us. And so participants who are coming to play games, we would encourage them to buy a refreshment, and the library will be providing a small snack tray of goodies, and we know those goodies are quite good at Empty Nest. And the really amazing thing is that the owner of Empty Nest, Michelle, also agreed to host an upcoming Sips and Socials event, and this theme will be outdoorsy. So Sips and Socials Outdoorsy Night will be on Thursday, May 8th, and that'll be from 6 to 8 p.m. at Empty Nest. And really the theme that night is all things outdoors. So we've invited, and we don't have all of our guests confirmed yet, but we want to have somebody from the paddling club and the Mad Hatters Running Club. We are hoping to have the Community Food Connections come and talk about their seed swap and gardening. Yeah, so lots of different outdoorsy groups. There's 2 bike groups in Medicine Hat, so 670 Collective and Bike Medicine Hat will hopefully be there. And really, we're just encouraging people who, you know, maybe enjoy camping or fishing or hiking to come out and talk with other like-minded people, maybe make some new connections in the community. And really, that's what it's about. What Matters to Hatters has been working to address loneliness and social isolation, and sort of that sense of, I'm not sure where I belong in my community. And we know, you know, when we bring together people around a subject like board games or nerds or outdoorsy, that helps people to feel a little bit more comfortable to connect, because they think there might be something that they have in common. So really, it's just a fun night where you show up. There's going to be topics on each table, and people can choose which tables they go to and start to connect and chat with people. The other thing you asked me earlier was, are we still doing our sidewalk talks? And so that's actually the first event coming up the soonest, and that's April 22nd. We'll be downtown just near the sidewalk crossing outside on 2nd Street. And outside the former Framing and Art Center. We'll be there from 11 a.m. until noon. And we kind of have coined it, grab a cookie, have a chat. So if you need a cookie on April 22nd and you want to say hi, we'll just encourage people to come and visit us.
Good.
Yeah.
Anything else?
You know, just that we really encourage the community, if they're interested in learning more about us, to follow us on What Matters to Hatters on Facebook or on X, or Twitter as it's called. And if people are interested in volunteering with us, we have a really big event that we are hoping to host again this year, our Culture Days event like we held last year. We have been, we've put in a grant application to the federal government again, so we hope we're successful. And this year we're calling that event Thrive Together, a celebration of culture, recreation, and wellness. We're so grateful to the Big Marble and the City of Medicine Hat for hosting us. And we're actually expanding this year. We hope to have cultural performances at a different venue. We've booked the Crescent Heights High School cafeteria for that. So there's lots going on, and because we're getting so busy, it would be great to have some volunteer support. So if people are interested, the easiest way to connect is just to reach out on social media.
If you need a little socialization, volunteer.
Absolutely. Sometimes volunteering is the way we meet friends, and you know, some people even meet future partners through volunteering. So we really encourage people. We know that in Medicine Hat we have a great base of volunteers.
Yeah.
Whenever the call goes out, people show up. So I'm hoping by mentioning that today, people will show up.
And the weather's on your side too.
Absolutely.
So you can bike or skateboard or just walk down.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in, Michelle.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching.